What's up, YouTube? BT24 here, back with another MLB 9 innings video. Here with a showcase episode. So we're really just going to get right into it. I have had a busy week this week, so that's why there'll probably only be one showcase episode coming out. But next week we'll try to get back into the two. We'll just see how it goes. But just to start it out, we're here with another one of my club mates, BJ Wamco. He is actually Shaker Mosley's alt. If you guys remember him from the one of his alts, I should say. If you guys remember him from the first showcase episode, another Toronto Blue Jays team here, 124 overall. So we'll just hop right into it. Your center fielder, you got Stan here, bad ball hitter, slugger instinct. It ain't over yet. He's your center fielder. He is a Supreme card. So, I mean, you take the fielding here. It looks like you went 19 to the right, and then you went power, eye, and then contact. So that's not bad. Obviously, you want more, some more fielding on your center fielder, and with him being a Supreme, you do have just some more resources to kind of play with your training, I should say. Maybe throw a couple of those trainers into his fielding. But just all around great hitting card. If you really don't care about the fielding at all, which it looks like you don't, this card is set up pretty well, especially with it being a Supreme. 19 to the right is really, I guess, not that bad. So going into your right fielder, another Supreme, Sammy Sosa. We got Pioneer, Charisma. It ain't over yet. So at least if you are losing, you know that these two, even though it's a silver skill, you know what I mean, having these two at the beginning of your lineup, you might be able to, the sixth inning, you know what I mean, when you have some spotlight kind of kick in and things like that, this might help you out. But just looking, he's your right fielder. You went 11 to the right, and power 1, I2, contact 3. So just some great hitting stats here. In the outfield, fielding is not as important, or at least in right and left field, fielding is not as important. Speed is more important. So, I mean, still with this, it looks like you're still just kind of staying with the old school trained, not really worried about speed and field. But you did have to throw some into it. Obviously, with the Supreme card, you're going to get those resources, and you can disperse them as you may. So that's a good looking card there. Then we got Teoscar Hernandez here, bad ball hitter, your first team sig here. Bad ball hitter, batting machine, 5-tool player. And you did not go for a 5-tool train. Like I said, it looks like you're still on the old school train method, which can't be mad. Your hitters do work in club battles, so you can't complain. That's the thing about this. Like I always say, we set up our teams how we like to set them up. But you went 10 to the right here. You got 12, or you got power, eye, then contact. So, like I said, all-around good-looking card here. It's 2020 year, 68 base. So, I know that there's better cards out there for you, but I'm pretty sure this team is free to play, so you've had just a lot of luck. I know that this team has probably been around for a while. So then we got Vladimir Guerrero Jr. here. Pioneer, Spotlight, Pinpoint Strike. You went 13 to the right, and then you went power, contact, or power, eye, then contact. All-around good-looking card here. It's a prime. At the end of the day, I know you're going to want his sig eventually, so that's just something that you're hunting for. But as a free-to-play team, having these primes in your lineup, they do damage, and they hold out for you. So he was your DH. Your second baseman, we have Marcus Simeon's prime here. Look at these skills first. You got Pioneer, Charisma, Slugger Instinct. Okay. Then you have 12 to the right. You went power, contact, and eye. Still a good looking card here. Like I said, a prime. So obviously looking for his sig whenever you can get it. But Still good. We got this Josh Donaldson here. He is out of the game. You have Charisma, Professional, and then Spotlight. If I'm thinking that's your first guy, yeah, that's your first card without a legend skill here. But still a good setup, still a good looking card, especially since he's out of the game. Like I said, something good for your collection. And so you went 13 to the right here again. You got Power, then Contact, and then you went I, which, I mean, hey, you just want to switch it up a little bit. Not too bad of a train here. Obviously, you want that I to be up to at least 135. So maybe it's really just a trainer thing for you. If you can find some good trainers, swap out some of those trainers that you have contact on and throw them into I. And this card, at least if you can get it up to like 130, 135, and kind of equal out the stats a little bit, this card would probably be a little bit more of a monster. Then we have Carlos Delgado here, Pioneer, bad ball hitter, batting machine. All-around good-looking card here. It's a normal, your first normal out of the lineup. We went, you got 12 to the right, then you got Power, Contact, and then I. This card right here looking good, especially since it's just a normal, so those hitting stats are out of this world. But this right here, just a good-looking card. For being a normal, obviously you're looking for a SIG and everything, but I know he, at least to an extent, he can kind of hold up for you. You do, that's probably kind of close on the barrel it up bonus, but like I said, as a normal card, you kind of can just take what you get and take as much as a bonus as you can get. 5 tool, things like that. A lot of times on normal cards, they're going to be hard to hit. You got Tony Fernandez here, Pioneer, barrel it up, pull hit. You went good looking train. You got 10 to the right here. You went Power, then Contact, and then I. Just all around good looking card. Normal vintage. So, and then to finish out your batting order, looks like you have a Joe Mauer here, and this kind of makes sense because I know that you guys don't have the best catchers for the Blue Jays. So, but you got 5-tool, charisma, strength and the strength. No 5-tool train here, but I mean, hey, it's a non-team prime, so he's just slotted in because he's probably better than any catcher that you will have for the Blue Jays, especially any normal cards. So you got 11 to the right here, Power, Contact, and then I. So you kind of shorted Power a little bit because that would have been his highest. Well, no, actually that's his lowest base stat, at least for the left side, that is. So you went Power 1 just to kind of boost that up. So this is all around just a good looking train. You threw a good amount of I, or threw a good amount of trainers. You use them to get that I up pretty well. So at the end of the day, good looking catcher for you. Can't complain there. And then he's your batter's Kim guy. So at the end of the day, somebody that'll be in for a while for you. And that's what you always want to do when you pull your batter's Kim guy. Just try to make it somebody that's probably going to stay in the lineup for you for a while, and you don't have to really swap him. Obviously, if it was a legend there, that would be even better, but just a good-looking team for your batter side of it, at least. We're going to hop right into your pitchers. But I appreciate you, man. Like I said, just letting me tune in to your team and giving me the opportunity to showcase it. Your number 1 here, we have Gaylord Perry. Then you have Control Master, Finesse, and Ace. Great skill set. If you did have Dom instead of Finesse, maybe a little better. But you got 8 to Stam, and you went Velo, Location, and then Break. So around there, a legend in your starting rotation. You can never complain about that. And he's on a 73 base. So just one of the probably better legend pitchers out there. Then in your second spot, we got our first team SIG, at least for the pitching side of it. We got Marcus Stroman here, 14, bullpen day, finesse, ace. Since you do have ace on both of those, it's never a bad thing, especially since you do have it on a legend and a SIG, because they probably still hold weight. Hopefully it's just those two that you do have it on. But just looking here, you went 7 to Stam, you went location, velo, and then break, and that's how you could get your finesse bonus. So can't complain about that. All around good looking card. And that is a 3-3 set. So I understand why you kept ace, because that's going to be a 3-3 set also. But just 2 monsters there to start off your rotation, so we can't complain there. Next, we have David Price, his prime card. Slow starter, finesse, stability. And you got 7 to Stam. Looks like you went location, velo, and then break in. And like I said, another card that's out of the game. You did get the finesse bonus, but another card that's just out of the game right now. And so it's good for your collection. Good to have him around. And until you start pulling, until you get some more guys for your rotation, he'll be in there for a while. Next, we got Roger Clemens here. Fireballer, winning streak, and then finesse, also out of the game. You did hit the finesse bonus. So with that set there, Fireballer and finesse, that's a good little setup there. Obviously, it's just a normal vintage, so he may not do as good as, obviously, some of your other guys that are better in your rotation, but still a good-looking card here. You got 7 to Stam. You went velo, location, and then break. Got you the finesse bonus. So, like I said, another card that's out of the game, so just great for the collection. Pat, 3-3 set here. Last ball's finesse and untouchable. 5 to Stam, can't complain. Velo, location, and then break. So just a good looking card there. Another vintage card. So at the end of the day, it's always good to see vintages in the lineup too. They always just have that kind of cool look to everybody's lineup, in my opinion. We have Mark here in your first setup man role, Control Master, Finesse, and then Dom. You shorted Dom, and it may be more beneficial to you to maybe retrain that and short Finesse and then max Dom. But that's all up to you. You know what I mean? We set up our teams how we set up our teams. You got 7 to Stam. You went location, velo, and then break again to make sure you got the finesse bonus. But like I said, maybe just thinking, or give it a try maybe every once in a while. But then we got Ken Giles here, your next setup man role. We got Dom, last boss, winning streak. So a great looking set there. Obviously you're looking for a legend skill, but for a setup man, this is a good looking set. You got 6 to Stam. You went velo, fastball, and then break. Understandable. It's a normal card, so sometimes we gotta change up our order for training, just to kind of get those bonuses and things. And you do hit the bonus, so that's good there. Jordan, last boss, Dom, 325 specialist. That's in your middle reliever. Jansen. We'll just go through these real quick. We got 6 to Stam. You win a location, velo, and then break. So that's good there. These Jansen. Sanchez is going to be your batter or your pitcher's Kim guy. Okay. And then you have Andrew Miller here in your closing role. Elite closer, finesse pitcher, winning streak, good looking set. Obviously, he's not a team card, but you do have the skills on him for him probably to close out games for you. So it's just you looking for that last guy for your rotation and somebody to take his spot. But with that being said, just another good-looking team to showcase. I appreciate you, bro. Let me showcase your squad. But we will be back here in a second with the next team. All right, so we're back. And we're here with another one of my club members, Reaper of Mars. He's a 123 overall Seattle Mariners deck. Good-looking team here, and as you guys can see, he's had some legend luck. But just going into your leadoff spot, we have your center fielder. We have J-Rod here, Julio Rodriguez, chance maker, charisma, leg day. Looking at this train, it looks like you maybe had 5-tool on this card at one point in time. So you maybe had just left the train on him. But you got 18 to the right. You went contact, power, and then I. Obviously, we want I up just a little bit more. But if you did have a 5-tool train on this card, that makes sense. You don't have one now. So if you do have one that you're working on, or, once you find a good set, then maybe just equal out these stats accordingly. But then we have Rod here, Born to be a Star, your first legend in the lineup. Born to be a Star, Spotlight, Charisma. Great looking set there. You have, he went 12 to the right. Then you have Power, Contact, and then I. Good looking card here. At the end of the day, we still want I a little higher, but you have in Contact. Some people like going Contact over I. It works for who it works for. And with this card here, I know that you, with his team, he does pretty well in club battles. Also, at the end of the day, we're all pretty solid in club battles. We have a good looking club, and everybody just holds their weight. But that's your Rod Carew there. Then we got Ken Griffey Jr., the card that there's been plenty of guys I know that have made Seattle Mariners decks just to try to pull this card. So for you to look out and grab this, just that's big ups to you, bro. To have him as a legend on your team regardless. Like I said, if I pulled him on my Red Sox team, even though I want that to be a full Red Sox deck, all Red Sox players, I would consider it just because it's Ken Griffey. But for you to have him on your Seattle team, that's just to have a team legend is dope, and for it to be Griffey. But we do have Pioneer, Slugger Instinct, Barrel It Up. You went 16 to the right. You went Contact, Power, or you went Contact, I, and then Power on this card. Which is fine. His power obviously is miles above all the other stats on the left side. So you going with this. Looks good. I know he does work for you. It's Ken Griffey. Why wouldn't he? Legend card. Just an all-around great looking card there, man. I'm happy that you pulled him, without a doubt. Your third legend in your batting order, we have Ozzie Smith here. Born to be a Star, Barrel It Up, Spotlight. You went 12 to the right here. You got Power, Contact, and then I. Obviously, with I being his highest stat to the right, you shorted it kind of the most. You took it third, and you had to get that power up a little bit. And it's cool that you got it up to match that Contact. So at the end of the day, all-around good-looking card. You do have the speed there also. Or not the speed, but the field. He is your shortstop. So that's a good-looking card. Good-looking, at the end of the day, good-looking starting four to your batting order right there. Then we go into your first team prime here. We have John Olerud, Barrel It Up, Charisma, Batting Machine. You went 13 to the right. You have Power, then I, and then Contact. Okay. With Power being, or with Contact being his highest base stat, you made sure you shorted it a little bit, which is not a bad thing at all. Just an all-around good-looking card. It is your first team prime, but I know that no legend skill on him yet, but I know he does probably hold weight for you. He probably gets a good amount of RBIs with those 4 guys in front of him. He's probably always going to have somebody on base and somebody in scoring position. Now we have a non-team card. I know the legends were non-team cards also, but those that we still add to your set deck. But not a bad-looking card here. Aaron Judge, his prime year, 17. Hard hitter, barrel it up, professional. Okay. You got 15 to the right. You went eye, contact, and then power. Good looking card here. Obviously, that power is going to be out of this world. And then you went eye first just to make sure it caught up in a sense. And then you got contact second. All around, just a good looking card there. I know it's not a team card, but you got some good skills on him. And till you find somebody to move, another left fielder, be able to move him out of your lineup. And I think you do have somebody to move him out. You're waiting on that GI from the off-season event. Then in your 7th spot, we have your second baseman, Brett Boone here. Contact master, spotlight, reliable. Good looking set. He's your second baseman, so you did make sure you got a good amount to his fielding here. But you went 15 to you went 13 to the right side. Then you went, You got power, eye, and then contact. Good looking card here. That's another team prime. So, and then they just waiting on his SIG or waiting for, if your luck keeps up, you're just waiting for somebody to swap him out. You never know, you may pull another legend. A card here, your third baseman in your 8th spot. A card here that I want bad. I've been hunting for a while now on my Red Sox account. Wade Boggs, the chicken man. We got bad ball hitter, strength in the strength, super sub. Obviously, those last 2 skills, I see why he is lower in your lineup now, because those strength in the strength and super sub, especially super sub, useless skill since he's already in your lineup. He's not coming off the bench. And then strength in the strength, actually he is a lefty. So that does kind of help out then, because he's a lefty. So that there's more righties than lefties. So he would get that bonus from that more often. So just a good looking card there. To finish out your lineup, you have Cal here, bad ball hitter, batting machine, barrel it up. Obviously, he's your catcher, so you made sure that you spec a lot into fielding, because obviously our catchers, our center fielders, shortstops, they need as much field as possible, as much fielding as possible. But you went 19 to the right here. You have 14 to fielding, which is, like I said, you're boosting those stats. You're trying to get your fielding as high as possible, so can't be mad here, and that's why he's in your 9 hole. But you have, you went field 1, power 2, and then contact 3, which, hey, like I said, we all set up our teams how we want to. Your eye is that lowest base stat. But, like I said, you set this up how you want it to. I like it. Looks good, especially him as your catcher. You really have to, if he's not a catcher that has some good hitting stats and some good fielding stats, you're not really going to get an even train on him, if you know what I'm saying. Like good power, good eye, good contact, and good fielding. So with this, you did what you needed to, and it's a SIG, so he's still going to, with a good skill set, this skill set here, he's still going to get on base for you in the 9 hole and give J-Rod a couple chances to get some RBIs and things also. But that's your batting lineup. We'll head over here to your pitchers. You do have 1 legend in your pitching lineup, but we'll start here from the jump. We have Randy Johnson here, out of the game, slow starter, finesse, untouched. You got 7 to Stam, and you went location, break, and then velo. Obviously, this is a good-looking train here because velo is obviously going to be his highest base stat on this card. It's Randy Johnson. But you just got a good all-around trainer here because you going second to break. It made everything catch up, and with this being a SIG card, his fastball and his his fastball and his location were obviously going to be high. So you finesse your way around this to get that good train for him to get finesse. And then I see up at the top you threw some trainers in to get 11 to fastball and 11 to velo, which helps out this card a lot. Just an all-around good-looking card, set up very well. And he's out of the game. So like I always say, just something good for your collection. He'll be in your lineup forever, though. So just a great-looking card. There we have Kikuchi here. Second team SIG, Control Master, cleaning up your mess, last boss. 7 to Stam. You went velo, location, and then fastball. So can't be mad there. Not looking for any finesse or dom bonuses here. Just taking what you can get, and obviously you want to roll off of mess eventually, just to give you a solid third skill. Because with boss getting nerfed sometimes, then you go into a game and then you're really just you're really just running off that Control Master and that little bit of cleaning up your mess at the end of it. But still just two great team SIGs there to start off your rotation. You got Gonzalez, Co-op, Finesse, and Ace. Nobody had Ace on their squad already, so this is just a good little setup here. First team prime. Got 8 to Stam. You went location, or you went velo, location, and then break. And that does hit you with, you do hit the finesse bonus, even though you do hit the finesse bonus, even though your break is kind of low. But that's just what we're looking for. Obviously, with the luck that you've kind of had on this team, you're looking for another starter. Obviously, it'll move him down in your lineup. He'll be in your lineup for a little while, at least until you maybe pull 2 more starters to get him out. But then we have your first legend in your rotation. Tient here. You have Control Master, Touch, and Iron Will. Hey, you have a legend in your starting rotation, so that's never a bad thing. Always going to get that 3-3 set. And you got 5 to Stam here, good looking train. You got fastball, or you went velo, location, and then break. Don't need any finesse or dom bonuses here. So just a good looking card. Obviously looking for maybe using a blue, maybe an Iron Will or somewhere, maybe even running a couple greens on this card. In a sense, maybe just because touch, it's a great third skill, but if you can pull just a couple other skills to kind of help you out. I mean, if you did pull boss, finesse, or boss dom, that would be something that you could run with. But at the end of the day, still a good looking card here. Pretty good looking set. You just need that one more set to kind of be a two skill for you. You have 2-3 skills there in a sense, if you know what I'm saying. We have Luis here, Soul Starter, Last Boss, Iron Will. Okay, normal card here. So he's in your lineup until you pull somebody better, but still just a good looking card. You got 4 to Stam. You got you went velo, or you went location, velo, and then fastball. Still not looking for any bonuses here, but a normal card that he'll do what he needs for you until you pull somebody different and you can move him out of your lineup. Just a good looking starting rotation there. Obviously, you need maybe that one more card just to kind of say your starting rotation is kind of finished. Obviously, 2 more team SIGs up there would, in a sense, really finish it off. But just a great looking rotation there. Then we'll have our first setup man here. We have Andreas. We have Bullpen Day, Last Boss winning streak. Good looking set here, especially for your first setup man. got 6 to stam. We got location, break, and then velo. And you did that. My bad. You did that. Still not looking for any finesse bonus or anything like that. Maybe if you could use one of those other redistribution tickets, use it on fastball so you can at least get fastball to 120, at least a little over it. I know that it doesn't seem like much, but you just boosting that stat just a little bit might help this guy out. JJ puts. We have co-op, winning streak, last boss. You got 8 to stam. You went fastball, location, and then velo. Still not looking for any bonuses here. Looks like you just decided to. It may just have been the train you got. You may have just been over it at this point, but looks like you wanted to boost your fastball a good amount on this. So at the end of the day, just a good-looking card here. May need a retrain. I don't know really what your purpose behind that was. But, hey, like I said, we set up our cards how we set up our cards. You still do good in ranked battles, and you do good in club battles. So I'm not here to complain. I'm not here to change your team around. Just give some suggestions sometimes. But we have a non-team prime here. Eric, Paul Sewald, Fireballer. No skill there. Swanson, yep, he's your pitcher's Kim guy. And then last but not least, we have Edwin Diaz here. We have co-op, elite closer, and Dom. You do hit the Dom bonus, and you went location, or you went, my bad, you went 5 to stam. You went location, then velo, and then fastball. So like I said, you do hit the Dom bonus, so just an all-around good-looking card. Elite closer, Dom, co-op. At the end of the day, you probably want something different than co-op there, but I could see why he probably does better than this card. Yeah, all just opinion, you know what I mean? But just good way to set up your team, bro. I appreciate you letting me showcase it. Like he's told me, he was hoping that GI was coming up in the special shop last week, so he could have GI'd a couple more guys and had them in the lineup for me. But like I said, I appreciate you, bro, letting me showcase your team. But we will be back here in a second with the last team. But just like I said, bro, once again, I appreciate you letting me showcase. All right, we are back, and last but not least, we are here with Stony Pesos. He hit me up in the comments and dropped a like on the last showcase video and asked me to showcase his team. So here you go, bro. We're just going to get right into it. First off, and as you guys can see, he is a Baltimore Orioles team, 110 overall, but he does have a prime collector up there. So just kind of take that into consideration while we're looking at his team. And just remember, everybody sets up their teams how they want to set them up. This game's all about having fun. We're not all going to make the power ranking tournament. We're all not going to be top 1,000 in the world. You know what I mean? So it's one of those where just play this game to have fun. That's really what it's about. And when you're in it to have fun, some of the little things in this game that happen, they don't make you as mad, if you know what I'm saying. So just hopping right into that. With that being said, first off, we got Lindor here, batting machine, ace specialist, 5-tool. Looks like you may have been going for a 5-tool train here. So we'll just leave this alone here. But all around, just a normal card. He's not a team card by any means or anything like that. So I don't know if your end goal is just having all primes, but you did throw some resources on some guys. Black diamond pieces, that is. So like I said, it's just kind of one of those, we all set up our teams how we set it up. I'm not going to keep saying that. I know that's going to get old. So we're just going to go through, you know what I mean, the rest of these cards. We have Sammy Sosa here, professional, strength in the strength, charisma. We have a 20 to the right. Looks like you went power, you went power, speed, and then power, speed, and then contact. My bad. That train just kind of threw me off a little bit. But like I said, just a good-looking card here. Obviously, it's Sammy Sosa. You threw some BD pieces on him, too. So you want to kind of save resources at least, even if you are going for a full prime team here. Maybe at least save some of those BD pieces so you can at least use them on a prime card. We have Bryce Harper here, bad ball hitter, 5-tool and professional. 17 to the right, and you went power. You went power, and then fielding. He's your center fielder, so that's not too bad there. You know what I mean? You're going to boost that fielding a little bit. Aaron Judge, Master Base, Steve, 5-tool, Slugger Instinct. Okay. You got 17 to the right, and you still haven't finished out this train yet. But just like I said kind of before, normal cards, I just would save the resources on those and would not use BD pieces on any of those guys. If you are going to be a prime collector, that's dope. Having a full team of primes, obviously the game and mentor, it does have you set up to where you could do that for, you know what I mean? So this team, at the end of the day, a team like this, I'm not going to say it's going to be a high overall ranking team or anything like that if you did go with all primes in your lineup. But you are set up kind of well to where the game, it wouldn't be mad if you did do that. You know what I mean? Having a full team of 9 cards and then having them all primes. You know what I mean? They do have things in mentor specifically for that. So Freddie Freeman here. Charisma, Slugger Instinct, Professional. You don't have him finished yet. So that's at least how the train's looking, at least for the moment. You have Travis Hafner here. 5-tool, Pinpoint, Exhaustion. Like I said, you haven't really ranked up any of these guys yet. I said newer team. Maybe, I don't know how long you've had this team, but obviously some of these primes, you're just now getting them and just trying to rank them up. And that's, this is 20 out of 20. So you did go, you went, from what it's looking like, you went contact, power, and then fielding. So, well, yeah, you'll get fielding because power is higher than your fielding stat there, base stat-wise. Then you have JT here, reliable prediction. And then you went fielding 1, which he is your catcher. So you tapped into that part of it, not bad at all. Fielding 1, then you went power 2, and then contact 3. Obviously, you want a little bit more to eye, but like I said, we all set him up how we want to set him up. Dozier here, strengthen the strength, laser beam, full swing. Your second baseman, you did use BD pieces on him. He's not finished out yet, so that's where that train looks. You do have a legend over here. No lot. If you did pull him diamond, that's dope. He'll be able to slide into your lineup eventually with your prime cards, or you could just save him maybe for a batter's Kim. But at least for your hitting side, if you were, me just looking at it, and I've already looked at your pictures too. If you were to pick a team and kind of just stick with it, at least at this moment, you do have, I think it would be, your best bet would be the Cleveland Guardians, because you do have a couple prime. Well, you do have 3 primes on for your hitters, and then you got a couple pitchers that are from the Guardians and things like that. But your hitting lineup, like I said, you still got some work to do. Looks like you are still training these guys, still trying to get them where you need to get them. I said I would save your resources and not throw them on normals too often. But your primes, if that's what you are trying to be as a prime collector, makes sense. You know what I mean? Throw some resources on those guys and just see what the team kind of turns out to be. So starting off for you, This is what his pitching unit looks like. We do have this Shane Bieber here, and this is another reason why I said maybe go with the Guardians, just because you do have, these are four primes now for them. Elite closer, ace, pitching machine. Obviously, elite closer is not going to give you anything out of that. Your train, you went fastball, break, and then velo will kick in for to go third for you. You got 6 to stam. You got Bob Gibson, put away pitch, control artist, pitching machine. Looks like you went, you got 6 to stam, velo 1, location 2, and then break 3. All right. Like I said, really, with these, we're looking for a lowest amount of stam we can get, and you really want to stick to your left side train with location and velo. And like I said, we set up our teams how we want to set them up, though. All right, with this one, we got a normal Kershaw here, finesse, pace control, control artist. You got 11 to stam there, pretty high up. Then it looks like what you went break. It'll go break, location, and then fastball. And that's obviously seen by the card here. You didn't throw anything into velo, but you can handle that however you want to handle it whenever you figure out where this team is kind of going. Like I said, right now we're kind of seeing that you threw some BD pieces into the back end of your rotation, and or at least your starting rotation. And like I said, you may just want to save that until you figure out what team you're kind of going to at least kind of build around, or at least you get some more primes. You know what I mean? We got DeGrom here. And it looks like, sorry if you guys can hear that. It looks like fire trucks going by. Sorry if you guys can pick that up. That's crazy. But just looking here, we have DeGrom, untouchable, power pitcher, control artist. You got 5 to stam. Is this card done? Yeah, it is. So you got 5 to stam. You went velo, then location and break. Or fastball, I should say. My bad. All right, good looking train here. You don't really have a bonus that you're really kind of looking for, but that's kind of a good looking way right there that you really want to stick to how you're training your pitchers. We have Garrett Cole here, firefighter. My bad. Fireball, firefighter, and untouchable. It kind of threw me off because you had a legend skill on him. I think that's the first. Yeah. Yeah, it was. That was the first legend skill on their pitchers. So, just looking here, you went 16 out of. That's crazy that you got a legend skill on him, and he's not even fully maxed out for you or anything yet. But just looking here, yeah, we'll just look at the train. Like I said, we're from at least what you're looking like. You got location at least first for right now, and then you'll see what's going to end up for you for velo and fastball. So that's at least your starting rotation. Like I said, we set up our teams how we want to set them up. So at the end of the day, just a good looking rotation for you. It looks like you're really, like I said, you're going for cards and players that you really like and some of their good years from what it's looking like. I don't know if that Kershaw year is one of his best years. He has so many cards. But just saying, we set up our teams how we want to set them up. We have Eckhorn here, fixer, power pitcher, Dom. Went 12 to stam. Obviously, you went break 1, and then you got stam 2 and fastball 3. Kind of like I said, just one of those. Just check out 2018. I know he did a couple videos over how we want to train our cards and things like that. But I said, this is how you want to set up your team, bro. This is how you want to set up your team. I'm not anybody to tell you how to do it. I'm not anyone to. Nobody is. You get on this game every single day. You log in with your username and your password, and you play your game. Like I said, We have Andrew Miller here, another Cleveland Guardian. So this is one of the other reasons why I was saying, hey, if you were going to start out on somebody or start a team set deck, Cleveland Guardians may be somebody that, I don't know what your reserves look like though, but the Guardians may be somebody that you want to start a team around. Then we have Kimbrel here. I need that card bad on my Braves team. I just pulled Billy Wagner, but if I pull him too, it would just be a great little addition to the team for the Braves for me. Nick Anderson, yep. Again, Josh Hader, another card that the hair on this card always gets me though. If I could, it always just makes me laugh a little bit. But if I could pull him on my Brewers team, that would be another crucial pickup for me. Another prime for you though. So like I said, a prime collector. If that's what your goal is, you're grabbing primes. So then we have Eric Gagne here to as your closer role. Yeah, put away. Dominant pitcher, last boss. He is 20 out of 20. So your train's looking like you went location 1, fastball 2, and then velo 3. Haven't finished out his skill set yet. So at least from what it's looking like, yeah. So you're still just trying to fill some things out. Like I said, bro, I appreciate you letting me showcase your team. It's a good-looking team. You just kind of have to find in a sense, that middle point. I understand if you want to be a prime collector, then get all your primes that you can. But if that is the case, make sure you're only using those resources on the primes. And then if you do pick a team to start around, if it was me, just from what you have, at least in your starters for right now, Cleveland Guardians would be a good team for you to kind of start around. And just another thing, too, for anybody out there, right now is a great time. Just because if you wanted to keep this team, Stoney, and make a new team, right now is a great time to make a new team with all the new stuff that they've added for new users. You can literally get a team sig for whatever team you start. Probably in almost like 2 weeks if you really grind. If you guys look at my Brewers team, I probably got it to where it is right now in like a month, if that, you know what I mean? And that's just me using all the packs that I got and all the resources that I got in a smart way. You know what I mean? Like I used those team diamond packs on cards that I knew that I was looking for, and I saved them sometimes too, just to make sure I didn't dupe on anybody early. You know what I mean? So right now it's just a good time to kind of start off your teams, and like I said, this is a good looking team though, bro. Just anyway, I appreciate you letting me start it out, or let me showcase it, I should say. We all make our teams how we want to make them. And like I said, this is just how you want to set up your team. Nobody can tell you that this is wrong. So just keep it up, keep grinding. I have you on my friends list, so I know maybe here in the next 6 months or so, I may just take a look at your team. Not even maybe that long, 3 months or so, you know what I mean? May just take a look at your team myself and just tune in and see what you kind of changed, what direction you're kind of headed in. But with that being said, guys, this video will be long enough. Remember, if you want to be in future showcases, all you got to do is like the video and leave your name in a comment down below. And make sure you add my Brewers account. That's another thing also. I have some new friend requests on my Brewers team, but I haven't seen anybody drop any comments. So it's kind of one of those, we all kind of got to get on the same page with it and everything, because I do want to continue this. But we'll just see what comes in the future. That's all you can really do. Tomorrow is never promised, so we can just plan on today. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. Like I said, make sure you guys like, make sure you guys sub, and just drop a comment for me. Appreciate everybody that hopped in this video today and allowed me to showcase your teams. But with that, I'll see you guys in the next one, and we're out.